Hey guys, it's Alyssa. So today I'm going to be sharing a playlist with y'all, and last summer I did a summer playlist, and because I mean a lot of people usually ask me about like music I'm into and stuff, and so that was a good way to do that. But this year my summer playlist really is just kind of everything I've been listening to this summer, and I don't know, it wasn't very organized, and maybe if I organized a little bit better, because I usually like to make my playlist where it's like in a certain order and it sounds good that way. But yeah, this summer I didn't really do that, but I do have a Riverdale playlist, and basically Riverdale's the show that I've been watching this summer, and usually I feel like every summer there's like one show that you end up watching and that kind of sets a feeling for the summer or something. I don't know. But for me it's been Riverdale. I love the show so much, and I've watched it twice through, so I made a playlist based off of it. There are a few songs in here that are from the show, and then a few that I think would be good in the show, and it is in a specific order. The playlist is 2 hours and 15 minutes long, so there's that. First song is called Skipping Stones by Mutual Benefit. This song, it starts out like kind of slow, and then it really picks up, and I like that as an intro song for the playlist. And it leads into Baba O'Reilly by The Who, which is just a classic, good song. And I thought it was a good, again, kind of opener song for the playlist. Then I have Sugar Sugar by The Archies, which is the original Archies, which some background info I've learned since I've gotten into Riverdale. Basically, Riverdale is based on the Archie comics, and the Archie comics were like originally created, I think, in like the 40s, so they're very old. But basically there's, I guess this is like the 70s, 60s, 70s. I'm not exactly sure the time period, but then with those characters, well, in the comics they're in a band, so then they made music that's supposedly by the characters in the bands, the Archies. But the characters, or the people who sing, aren't actually the characters, if that makes sense. I don't know. But yeah, it's a band that is associated with the comics, and it's one of their most popular songs. I'm sure you've heard it. And then fourth song is Archie Marry Me by Always, which I think was on my summer playlist last year, and I just put it in there because Archie. But it's a good song, and it fit in the playlist, so that too. And then I have Bette Davis Eyes by Rogue Wave. This was actually in the show, and I really liked it, so I put it at the beginning of the playlist. And then it goes into School Friends, and it's the Ensemble remix by Now Now. This song is a little bit darker sounding, I guess, and I thought that was a good kind of like lead into some more songs that are going to be in here. The next one is Mr. Sandman by Simmel, I think, which is obviously a remix of Mr. Sandman. But it's definitely got a really dark, eerie feel, so it was kind of good to lead into that with School Friends. And then next is I Do Not Care for the Winter Sun by Beach House. And it's on the B-Sides and Rarities album, which is also my, I'd say, album of the summer. I really love it. But it's, I don't know, it's a really good song. The whole album is good, but I can't even describe it, like, it's that good. And then next is I'll Keep Coming by Low Roar. Again, cool song. And then we have Bored by Billie Eilish, I think that's how you say it. She sings the song Ocean Eyes, you've probably heard, maybe. And then I have Only Friend by Cub Sport. Again, a really good song. And I'd say, so I'll Keep Coming, Bored, Only Friend, those are all kind of like chill, a little bit dark tone to them, but mostly just chill songs. And then Hurricane by Lainey. That song is a little more upbeat, but still really chill. And then You Were My Girl. That one has a really like 60s kind of feel to it, I feel like. And it kind of gets things going a little bit more. And then I have Strange Magic by ELO, which is one of my favorite, like, all-time favorite bands. And it's still pretty chill. I mean, this whole section of the playlist, I guess, is pretty chill. But, it's just got a good feel to it. I really like it. And then, No Stranger by Small Black. This was also in the show, but I was also a fan of the song before I heard it in the show, so it just worked in the playlist. And then Feeling So Good, in parentheses, Scooby-Doo, by the Archies. This is probably my favorite song by the Archies, and it's more upbeat. And then She's on My Arm Now by The Cinema. The Cinema was like my band, I'd say like beginning of junior year into sophomore year. So it's adds some nostalgia to the playlist for me, but it's just a really good song by them. And then These Are the Moments I Remember. This is by the Riverdale cast. I'm not a huge fan of the music in the show, but I felt like I had to put a few songs in here. There's like 3, I think, just because it is based on the show, and yeah. It's not a bad song, but I'm not a huge fan of it. And then I have Trouble by Cage the Elephant. That song is also in the show, and I'm a big fan of it, so left it in there. And then I have Saturn Song by Beach House, probably my favorite Beach House song. Okay, and then I'm Not Falling Asleep by Andy Schaaf. It fits in good, like, as it's bringing the tone kind of down. I say Saturn songs where the playlist starts to get more like a sad kind of feel. But I kind of felt like that fit the preface of the show. Because like it starts out, it's pretty like upbeat, and then it gets a little bit like of a dark tone to it, and then it kind of goes between being like chill and then like a little bit of upbeat, but still that dark undertone. And then it kind of gets into like the sad emo stuff. So, but yeah, I thought that fit the show. But yeah, so there's I'm Not Falling Asleep, and then I'm Tired of Being Alone by Rin. Definitely the most like kind of edgy song on here, like rock, but it's kind of sad, so I put it in there. And then So Cold by Ben Cox. That's like, I feel like the token like super sad song, but I kind of like it, so I put it in there. And then Lung by Vancouver Sleep Camp. Yeah, just a good song. And then Only by, it's like RYX with a space between the Y and the X. I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but yeah, again, a really good song, kind of sad. And then Next to You by Of Rust and Bone. I really love this song, so if you don't listen to anything else on the playlist, this is one that I would listen to. Yeah, I really like it. If you're a dancer and you've seen Holden Maples solo, that's the song. Okay, and then Heaven I Know by Gordy. I'm a huge fan of Gordy, and I really like this song. It's still, I'd say this song is still sad, but it's kind of bringing a hopeful feel back into it. And then I have Summer by Hayden Coleman. It's kind of the same feel as Heaven I Know. And then From the Lake to the Land by Foreign Fields. Take Care by Yellow Bird Project, which is really just Keaton Henson. Yeah. And then Pale Horse by Me Without You. This one is still, I think they kind of have the same feel in a different way as Heaven I Know and Summer. And then I'll Try by the Riverdale cast. Again, gotta throw that in there, but I like that one, it's pretty good. And then on a totally other like vibe, I guess, we have Believer by Imagine Dragons. That one's in the show, and it's in like the second to last episode. Or no, it's in the last episode. Yeah. So I put it at the end of the playlist, but it kind of brings things a little more upbeat, but it's still, that song kind of has a intense feeling, I guess. And then The Youth by MGMT, one of my all-time favorite songs. Yeah, it just kind of fit there. And then I Love You So by the Walters. That one's definitely more happy and kind of chill. I don't know, I wanted to end the playlist on a good note. And then, oh, there's one more song though. It's the song that everyone sings, again by the Riverdale cast. Yeah, and I think whether or not you're a fan of Riverdale, this would make a great summer playlist because it has a lot of different feelings to it. I feel like when I described it, it sounds a lot more like the whole thing is emo, but it's really not. It's good. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is one of my better playlists, so I wanted to share it with y'all. Hopefully this will help you guys at least discover some more music, if anything. And if you haven't watched Riverdale, I give it a 10 out of 10. I would give it an 11 out of 10, actually. It's that good. And season 2 comes out in October, so be pumped for that. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.